hat im vergangenen Jahr 2016 seinen bislang einzigen Pro-Tour-Sieg einfahren können und aktuell steht er auf Weltranglistenplatz Nummer 51. Herzlich willkommen, the Maximum, Josh Payne. Josh Payne tritt an gegen den Shooting Star des Jahres 2017. Er spielt erst seit diesem Jahr die großen Turniere. Der PDC hat schon 2 Pro-Tour-Events in diesem Jahr gewinnen können. Und vor 2 Wochen beim letzten European Tour-Event von Mannheim, da stand er im Finale und wurde erst von Michael van Gerven gestoppt. Schön, dass er auch hier in Riesa mit dabei ist. The Voltage, Rob Cross.
Rob Cross, the new sensation of PDC darts this year, the finalist in Mannheim last time out on the European Tour, and what a run to the final he produced. He was averaging 105.5 for the tournament as he went into that showdown with Michael van Gerwen for the title. He went toe-to-toe with him for the first 5 legs or so as well. However, he couldn't stand up to the relentless assault that the world #1 produced. And MVG went on to claim his 19th European Tour title and deny Rob Cross a debut one on a Euro Tour stage. However, now that Rob Cross has tasted what a Euro Tour final is like, are you going to bet against him making more? I certainly wouldn't. He looks the real deal, Rob Cross, but he's up against Josh Payne, up-and-coming young player, the man from Gravesend, only 23 years old, still playing development tour stuff. Looking to book his place in the final day of a Euro Tour for the first time this year. To be honest, it has not been a good year for Josh Payne in terms of results, but maybe it's time to turn it around for the man nicknamed Maximum. I'm Dan Dawson talking you through this one. Alongside me, the lyrical gangster Rob Malarkey.
5 months after he made his European debut, Rob Cross.
Game on.
And in that 5 months, he's established himself as a seeded player on the European Tour. He's 7th on the Pro Tour Order of Merit these days. Seeded 13 here this week, and he's already made and played in his first European Tour final. And he's one of only 3 players to have beaten Michael van Gerwen on the Euro Tour this year. He did it in the last 16 in Leverkusen. Peter Wright and Ian White, the other 2.
100.
What a story it has been. The big story of 2017. This spectacular emergence on the PDC Tour.
100.
But a spectacular start for Josh Payne. Turn 80. Albeit on his throw. Rob Cross not panicking just yet, I'd have thought.
It would help if he has all 3 darts.
Wiping his palms.
140.
So he's changed his walk-on music. I wasn't in Mannheim. I was unaware that he ditched the high-voltage music after just 1 go.
I think that was a mistake originally, and then he won, so he's kept it, and they kept it all weekend, and he's made his first Euro Tour
150.
final. So he may be tempted just to stay.
Yeah.
As Josh Payne fires in a marvellous setup shot. He's left double 16 after 9 darts. It's an absolute dream opening leg for Josh Payne.
Well, he will have to be at his very best. He'll have to produce some more dream darts to give himself a fighting chance here. Josh Payne, double 16 for a 1-0 lead.
Josh Payne.
And that'll do nicely for starters for the 23-year-old from Gravesend. Bernd Royth was his opening victim yesterday, 6-4 in that one against the German host nation qualifier. 87.8 was the average, a 110 checkout caught the eye as well. 2-6-5 wins in qualifying for Payne as well. John Henderson, no Hendo weekendo this time around. Paul Rowley, the other man beaten, 6-5.
Yeah, well, that's a big win against Hendo in his opening game in the qualifier. Josh Payne has won a senior title.
69.
He did. It was his first one last year. Beat James Wade in the final of one of the Players' Championship events in Barnsley at the Metrodome, your Mecca.
Not my Mecca, everybody's Mecca. Everybody's Mecca.
But yours in particular.
More darts played at the Barnsley Metrodome than pretty much anywhere else in the world.
Never mind the Maracanã, the SCG, Ali Pali.
Look, when the Maracanã gets a pirate-themed water park, then I'll consider it in the same, even vague category as Barnsley Metrodome.
Until then,
it is not.
121.
Josh Payne, also a European Tour quarter-finalist not too long ago. In the Dutch Darts Masters, I think that was.
93.
2015, yes it was. Beaten in the last 8 by Justin Pipe after seeing off Wayne Jones, Bunting, Michael Smith.
Tell you what, this is some start from Josh Payne.
Yeah, he has gone deep in Euro Tour events before,
139.
and he's threatening to do so again here. Rob Cross with work to do on 139.
He's not going to take out the 139. And Josh Payne, he's got 3 clear darts at double top.
60. Russia require 40.
To break the throw and double his lead. Work his way down from there.
Game shot on the second.
Bit like that.
Josh
14 darter to add to his 11
That
darter.
is just
And
the
this
first.
is very, very impressive. Ted Evans, the youngest tour card holder. I think he's there cheering on
Payne.
Josh. Both of those guys play development tour still. This will be Josh's last year on the development tour, I think.
Yeah, he's 23 now, so...
But the weird thing is with Josh Payne, as he looks to fire in another maximum. It's his second of this match, and he's bossing this encounter with Rob Cross. 100 maximums for the tournament. And you know, he's won a senior title, but it's not like he's been tearing up the development tour, say like Dimitri Vandenberg, who's got 10 titles in the PDC youth system over the last few years. And yet Dimitri is yet to make even a senior final. It's very, very strange.
Without getting ahead of ourselves, by the way, which
45.
I sometimes do from time to time on the Euro Tour, this quarter of death that we talked about earlier is all of a sudden looking a very, very different picture, isn't it? Dennis Nielsen, Ron Moulenkamp in there. If Josh Payne wins this, it will have a very, very different look to it than we perhaps imagined it would.
Well,
Dave
yeah.
Chisnell is still in there as well.
He is, but with the number 4 seed Michael Smith, the 4-time Euro Tour winner, out. Number 5 seed Dal Gurney, one of the 4 men in world darts, out.
And with Rob Cross on the verge of going 3-0 down here.
Well, once again, he leaves tops after 12 darts, and Rob Cross is nowhere. We have seen Rob Cross beaten, of course. You know, he's only picked up a couple of titles. I say only picked up a couple of titles, but, you know, he does lose, he does get beaten. But it's not often he gets a hiding. And Josh Payne is threatening to produce one at the minute.
20.
Although that is a chance.
Robbie Maguire 116.
Now, if this goes, this might just knock the wind out of Josh Payne's sails a little bit. Won't be totally detrimental. It will be a bright back for Rob Cross, but it's still 116 that he needs to find. Needs a big number first of all. Okay, 96 away. Finds it. 18s.
I'm not quite sure how Rob Cross has done that. He's moved over to the left and then chucked it into the right-hand side.
He does this, though, doesn't he? When he leaves himself a double, he just has this
80.
quizzical look on his face.
20.
You know, it takes him just a couple of moments to compose himself. Josh Payne, double 10. Inside for double 5. Big moment, this. And it is 3-0.
Josh Payne.
Rob Cross with a missed dart at a double for a break of throw. Doesn't take it. Payne swoops on double 5. And Rob Cross, the number 13 seed, is all of a sudden 3-0 down in this one.
57.
Now, I won't go into details here,
No, please do.
because I don't want to... well, it would be unkind of me. But Paul Nicholson,
Right.
prior to the start of play, offered up a prediction, and already it is
140.
hopelessly wrong. Whatever happens in the outcome, in the final reckoning of this one, he has got it wrong on so many levels.
Well, if you were to look
51.
prior to this, I know you're a man who likes to check the odds for these games. What were the bookies saying about this?
This one I happen to overlook, actually, but I would imagine Rob Cross was a
97.
fairly healthy, fairly strong, not overwhelming, but a fairly strong odds-on favourite for this one.
Yes, well, I would think so too, because Josh Payne has made one last 16 appearance all year on the senior tour. That is it. He's had a couple of last 32s and things. He's been playing development tour and had a few quarter-finals there. But as I say, he's not been tearing up the development tour. He's not made a single quarter-final on the senior tour. He's not made many European tours. In fact, this is only his second.
100.
And he went out in the first round of the first one. So Josh Payne comes into this in no indication that he is going to completely dominate this game against a man who has taken the world of PDC darts by storm and in, what, 9.5 months has shot up to number 38 in the world rankings from nowhere.
97. Joshua require 84.
And if this 84 goes for a second break of throw, it's got to be 14 ball.
Ooh. Well, he nearly found the treble, but it is ball.
59. Robbie requires 76.
Well, this is merely for a hold of throw. 18s again for Cross. Didn't take it out when he had the opportunity before.
Game shot.
Takes it this time, and my word, he needed that.
Bit like it's Josh to throw first. Game on.
Vital for Rob Cross to get on the board. He goes back to the table, shaking his head. Oh, down the middle. Down the middle, and once again. Now, Josh Payne has thrown 3 180s, and every single one of them has been on his throw, and that makes it very difficult for Rob Cross to break him. And Rob Cross needs some breaks.
$59.
Undoing the good work early on, but nothing significant so far
95.
here from Rob Cross. He finds a treble 20. 45 the gap, plus these. Can he kick on towards the finish line in this fifth leg?
Yeah, I like that from Josh Payne. Moving over to the 18s. 4 18s after that first start would have left the 170. Did a little bit better than that.
100. Joshua require 134.
Oh, 102 left.
36.
Well,
Messy, scratchy, but still in a fairly good position. Could be a lot better off than he is. Depends what Cross does here, if he can apply any sort of pressure on this
99.
next visit.
Joshua require 98.
that's one of these awkward ones. Nothing awkward about this, though.
58.
Leaves himself tops again.
108.
Well, in most games we've seen on the European Tour this year, you'd fancy Rob Cross to take this.
16s. 2 break. Yeah, so it's a very, very different gloss on this encounter now. All of a sudden, Rob Cross has his break back. It's 3-2. And Josh Payne left to reflect on what might have been.
Well, Josh Payne kicked off 180, but visits 59, 58 and 36 just opened the door for Rob Cross.
139.
He's walked through it. Josh Payne is not walking anywhere at the minute because he's got to do his laces up. Already seen one cube of muscle book his place in the last 16. Dennis Nielsen, former strongman. Gerwyn Price kicked off the day by seeing off Steve Lennon to book his place in the last 16. It's going to be a pretty hench-looking round 3 if Josh Payne can hold off Rob Cross here.
Yellow Klassen's just standing over there, by the way. Don't forget him.
I'm not sure I'd quite put him in the same bracket as those 3. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'll tell him you said that.
Well, I will. Fine.
$92.
Rob Cross using the 18s as Josh Payne did in the previous leg. a 170 off.
170.
As Ted and Georgie look on. Yes. Oh, yes.
It wavered.
Oh, yes, Rob Cross! 3-0 down, 3-all now. Checkouts of 76, 108 and 170, and this weekend of ridiculous finishing continues in Risa.
60.
Absolutely brilliant. Rob Cross is certainly involved in this one now. Josh Payne looking a little bit shell-shocked here. What a weekend of finishing we have had. So many stylish ones.
59.
That's the biggest of the lot.
You won't see a bigger one this weekend,
You
I
will
can
not
promise
see
you.
a bigger one in terms of numbers scored, but you might see a bigger one in terms of impact
Oh, so.
and timing.
Well, maybe in our next
59.
match, Mensur Suljovic made a habit of it last weekend.
Didn't he just?
The finest 160 checkouts you are likely to see. I would say even eclipsing that of Gerwyn Price at the UK Open, and that is a big, big call,
93.
my friends.
Well, the obvious comparison is that was a quarter-final, Gerwyn Price.
It was. It was a quarter-final of a major ranking tournament, having already survived match darts. Whereas Mensur's was to make it through to a final against a 5-time world champion who was on 32 after 9 darts. Didn't even allow him a go at it. Madness.
100.
Can't wait to see Mensur tonight.
Oh. 5 more legs of this, and Rob Cross has the bit between his teeth after looking. This is the thing. Rob Cross's average has now crept up to 96, and he was nowhere for the first 3 legs of this game. But it just seems like it's taken him a little while to settle down. Josh Payne, his average was up closer to 110 than 100 for the first 3 legs of this, and that has now come down to 98-ish. It's still good, but you know, this game at the minute is going one way, and it's the way of the man from Hastings.
Who will be? I think
I'll be
he's
around
subject to the
109.
PDC Europe's Shuttle Tails tomorrow. Watch out for that one. A long overdue subject of Shuttle Tails with the PDC Europe team here. 93 for Cross, gets him down to a finish of 88. Josh Payne, though, just looking to get this campaign back on track here, and he's going the right way about it. Double 12.
170.
Well, you know what, when
Robbie
somebody
Maguire,
starts taking out
60.
ridiculous finishes against you, the best way to respond is by chucking one straight back at them, and Josh Payne narrowly missing out on a 1-4-1. But he is behind for the first time in this one.
8 leg is Rob to throw first.
And it is a break of throw as well. And Josh Payne, how important does that missed dart at bullseye for an 84 checkout and a 4-0 lead look now?
Yeah. The turning points, the pivotal moments in this one are very, very obvious indeed. There was another one as well.
42.
Yeah, the potential to go 4-0 up, the potential just to seize the initiative back from Rob Cross there with that 1-4-1 checkout, missing double 12.
2 standout legs in this game, the very first one and that 6th one. That's the one that Rob Cross finished off with a 170 checkout. Everything else in 5 or 6 visits to the board. But as you can see, 3 for Josh, 4 for Rob.
140.
First 9 average for Josh Payne, pretty healthy. Significant
140.
difference between his and Rob Cross's, but the momentum has shifted.
$87.
A bit of a loose one.
$81.
Winner to face Ron the Bomb tomorrow. Ron Moulenkamp lying in weights. No doubt with half an eye on this one as well, just to see who he will be facing in the last 16 tomorrow. This match in the top half of the draw, which also features Peter Wright and Jelle Klaassen in the top quarter.
65.
It's shaping up very nicely indeed for the final day of action tomorrow here at Reset in the Saxon Arena. Josh Payne not done with just yet. Can he just get another leg on the board and stop this flow of Rob Cross? He's won 4 legs on the spin. He's down to a finish of top. But Rob Cross, let's face it, he's taken out 170 already today. Can he take out 167? No, he can't.
Josh Payne once again leaving tops after 12 darts.
57.
Now, he did this back in leg 3, missed 3 at it, but then Rob Cross missed one himself, and he did go 3-0 up. Oh dear, 7-7.
33.
Well,
Scruffy, and once again, Josh Payne
110.
misses 3 darts, having left 40 after 4 visits to the board. And Rob Cross, earlier in the game, wasn't taking advantage of those situations. Now, he is. Or is he? He might.
18s again. He's taken it out before tonight. He's missed it as well, and he's missed it again.
Josh requires 7.
Josh Payne for a break of throw. 2 bites at double-2.
Game shot on the
Only
8
needs
leg.
1. He
Josh
breaks
Payne.
back. He stops that
9
flow
leg
of
is
Rob
Josh
Cross
to
leg
throw
victories.
first.
Payne winning the first 3, Cross winning the next 4. Payne responding. Best of 3 encounter. Rob Cross chuntering to himself, or anybody who'll listen right now.
Yeah, rubbish was the word he mouthed to himself there. Not a happy man. Feels he should have taken his chance. That would have put him 5-3 up. But as it is, Josh Payne has got the throw in 2 of the 3 remaining legs, and he's given himself a moment, Josh Payne. Sorting his equipment out, having a drink, trying to compose himself. This would be a big win for Josh Payne. As I said, this year has not
100.
been anywhere near as successful for him as last year. But it could be a springboard to further success at the back end of the year for Josh Payne.
And that's the thing, when he did win that first title, as we just see if Rob Cross can fill it up. Yes, he can. I'm sure many people were more than half expecting him to carry on and win more.
100.
Well, he may yet, still a young man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Has time on his side.
Just
He's
a
halved
60.
it. He's halved it.
Down to a finish, Josh
He
Payne.
did that, didn't he? My word, that's really, really good stuff. What would a 161 checkout do for his frame of mind right now?
He may leave the 170 again here, Rob Cross. Oh, it's even better, it's a 130. That is a realistic chance of getting the leg if he's allowed a poke at it, and Josh Payne might not let him. Oh, he needed the treble 17.
137.
Only 1 dart in the treble gives Rob Cross a dart at bull. And having taken out a 170, a 130 is child's play. Child's play, I tell you, but you've got to hit that treble. And he doesn't, and Josh Payne may be about to go within a leg.
Yeah, just taking another moment just to wipe his palms and no doubt take a deep breath or 2 here as well. Another big moment in this match. Double 12 just inside the wire for double 6. Just outside, 1 more dart in hand.
12.
Could well be another pivotal moment in this
72.
match. Cross on 72.
Double 6. Josh Payne couldn't hit it. He had a couple of darts at it. But Rob Cross is finishing far better than Josh Payne is in this game.
4 from 6 so far.
66.
Make that 4 from 8.
Well.
The tension is tangible here. Payne now looking at double 3
Game
for a
shot on the
5-4 lead, and
Josh
look
Payne.
what it means.
10 leg is Rob to throw first.
Smiles all round amongst his
Payne.
entourage. He's 1 away from a place in the final day action here at the Saxon Arena, the International Darts Open, a meeting with Ron Moulenkamp. The reward here,
54.
and that meeting with Moulenkamp is for a place in the quarterfinals of a Euro Tour event. Josh Payne has been to the last 8 of a Euro Tour event before. It was 2 years ago in the Netherlands.
Well,
59.
Josh Payne has outscored Rob Cross in this game. 3-1 on the 180s, 7-5 on the ton 40 plus scores. But the doubles have been letting him down. He's actually hit 5
134.
different doubles over the course of this match, Josh Payne. 16 tops, 5, 3 and 2. But he's hitting,
100.
it's taken him, 4 darts
Yeah.
to hit a double on average. And If that continues, Rob Cross will fancy his chances. He had a couple of darts there, a crucial point to take a 5-4 lead, and that's just 40. And does Josh Payne scent blood? They do.
Oh, it's lovely. There's room for one more there.
138.
Well, he switched to the 18th.
It looked like Rob Cross, after a sluggish
50
start,
set.
had found his feet and that he was going to take charge of this game. He had a dart to make it 5 consecutive legs and go 5-3 up, but he missed it, and Josh Payne has somehow found the reserves of character to dig deep
78.
and turn this game around, and he has left himself a 1-2-6 finish for the match and a 6-4 win.
96. Joshua Guan,
120 is easier to finish for Rob Cross, but he may not be allowed back to the board, because that will give Josh Payne a match dart at the bullseye.
77.
And he is unable to take
Robbie
it.
Guan, 120.
One missed match dart for Josh Payne at the bull. He's left with 49. Will he get a second chance?
It's got to be bull-bull, hasn't it, from here? It has to be. What other option does he have? Can he find his way through? Well, he's desperately trying to. He's moving all the way over to the left-hand side. It'd be a ridiculous dart if this goes in, and it doesn't. And that means that Josh Payne gets 2 more match darts. Now, what double do you want, Josh? Because you've hit 5 different ones in this game. It takes you about 4 darts to hit a double so far. You've got 2 at double 16. And this time it goes first dart. And Josh Payne completes the victory. It is another big-name, in-form player knocked out of this quarter of death, or as it looked like at the start of the tournament. But the Happy Bet International Darts Open sees another contender for the title knocked out. And Josh Payne through to the final day of the action. He will take on Ron the Bomb Muhlenkamp, another unseeded player for a spot in the quarterfinals. Big weekend this is turning out to be for maximum Josh Payne. Rob Cross exits, no ranking money for the number 13 seed. We've got Alan Norris, Simon Whitlock and Mensur Suljovic, the other seeded players in action tonight. But they're an endangered species this evening after Gurney Smith and Cross's defeats. Mensur Suljovic, though, a new major champion, the Champions League of Darts winner and our defending champion here at the Happy Bet International Darts Open. He is about to make his glorious return to the stage as he takes on the Magpie, Willie O'Connor.
Josh, congratulations. A win against one of the best this year. I mean, that's good. A good result.
Yeah, I mean, I played a lot better against Rob than I did Friday night, but the crowd's been great, and me and Rob get on very well, and we played a lot against each other throughout like counties and stuff. So I wish him all the best, and just I won. So thank you.
Is it easier to play someone you know that well?
Not really, no. Rob's an excellent player, so myself. So, but I don't care who I play. That's for sure.
So what's possible? I mean, reaching the Sunday, I mean, is I'm sure a goal when you come to Riesa to come this weekend.
I've been on Sundays before, so nothing new, but we'll just push on. I haven't had the best of years, but my form's there. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to see you tomorrow again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Josh Payne. Er sagt, es ist nicht unbedingt mein Bestes.